Good England. Welcome to the podcast. Good start.
That's a fucking good start, innit?
What are we on about?
You know what it said? The stream is starting soon.
Yeah.
You need to change it to the podcast. It's starting soon.
It's streaming on the podcast.
Oh well, there you go.
So,
So
what's been going on?
raging at fucking Warzone, mate.
Warzone.
Yeah, all the mate. The amount of fucking sweats on that game now.
I heard that it's just got a bunch of cheaters now, basically.
They're getting better, but there's just they've got an anti-cheat on it now, but it still
Anti-cheat.
it still lets them in.
I remember I was in a game. I think it was like last week or something. That I was running about doing my like stealth, thinking I'm a cool kid. Yeah. I went into a building and then I could hear like. I was like, oh god, someone's about to come in, like do some stealth. What's that called? Like sliding in out of nowhere,
Slide cancelling.
So I was like, oh, here we go. And then like out of nowhere, I get sniped through a window at the other side of the map. I was like, bruh. And you just see the guy like on the kill cam, just like.
Yeah,
Nice.
literally, it's a fucking joke. I only play it to keep in contact with certain people now. I'll play with the Warwicks and
The Warwicks, mate. That sounds like it's some gang or something.
I'll play with them because they don't play anything else.
If you want to sponsor, like.
Oh yeah, and also Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah. Or what else have I got? I've got New York cheesecake.
PlayStation.
Ashtray.
Pokemon.
But how about you? What's going on in your life?
Well, the incident happened was it last week or the week before?
The incident.
The incident.
The incident.
The car situation.
Fucking blew up on you.
Well, it just blew up. So, for all the listeners out there, one of my mates from work, he called me up and he was like, "Oh, can you help me out? He's just come back from Romania with his brother." And the driver was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take you guys. It'd be sick." They got over to Germany, and he was like, slight problem. I'm just gonna take you to one of your areas, and then not do anything else. I'm not going up all the way up there." It's like, "Oh, cool." So then he obviously rings me up. He's like, "Oh, you've got a car. I'll give you petrol money and like a bit extra." I was like, "You know what? I am a nice guy." I was like, "I'm gonna do that. Yeah, sure. Why not?" So we filled up, all that good shit, all the hellos, like, "Oh, friends, car friends."
Car friends.
Set off, had a bit of bants. It was good times. We got to about like 12 o'clock. Everything was still fine. Up the whatever A7 I think it was or whatever, and then wait no, so it was still fine then. Yeah, 12 o'clock. Got to about 2 o'clock, and then like the car just decided to not do anything anymore. It just basically turned itself off.
That did you actually find out what the problem was?
Yeah, the engine seized. And the best thing about it was that so because I think we got about halfway to where we were trying to go to Hamburg, and they called his boss, the brother's boss, to come pick him up, which was like an hour or something to come out and pick him up. And he was like, "Yeah, all right, cool." I called the what is it called, the tow people to come help us out.
The recovery.
Yeah, recovery. And then, so obviously we were in the car at 2 o'clock in the morning, freezing. And they're like, trying to pretend like we're cool, like fucking dying. And like at one point, either we passed out or we went to sleep. No one knows. But I remember, like, I woke up and all I saw was like,
we're just gonna pass over that.
what?
I don't know if we were asleep or we passed out. We don't remember. Sounds pretty sus.
There's no susness.
Sounds pretty
Involved.
sus. Sounds pretty
So
sus to
then
me.
I woke up, yeah, to like blaring, flashing orange lights in my face. I was like, oh my god, I'm getting attacked. What is happening? And then the geezer was like knocked on my windows, like speaking full on German. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be class. So I get out, and then I swear down, this was the longest 15 minutes of my life, getting that car in the back of the thing. And I was literally like fucking twitching, like
Doing the fucking tango.
even though I had like 2 jackets on, I was there like, just take fucking car, just take fucking. So then, oh my god, this was about, I'd say 3:30, 4 o'clock. He picked us up. We had like a situation because obviously I didn't have full money to like bring the car back to Bielefeld, which was like $450. I was like, nah, I ain't got that. So then the guy was like, oh, I'll bring it back to my garage and then we'll sort everything out. And I was like, all right, cool. So we got back to his, he unloaded. He was like, I can drop you guys at the train station if you want. So he like tried to ring up loads of people to take us back to Bielefeld in the car or something. And it was like, nah, I'm just doing something. Class. So then we went to the train station in the middle of nowhere that we've never heard before. Me and a Romanian guy. We're both Romanian, but he is like full on Romanian. Train was delayed for an hour. Classic. And then we slowly made our way back to Bielefeld. And then I had to walk home. And
How far was that?
40 minutes. Yeah, now I have to bike to work every day. 10Ks.
Well, you're getting fucking fit though, aren't you?
I don't care about that. I'd rather be unfit than drive that. Cycle that. And that seat is the most uncomfortable thing in the world.
Oh, it always is. But I'd say if you were, I'm guessing, do you like stand up and pedal?
Not really, not anymore.
Well, when I was younger, when I used to ride my bike to school, I noticed obviously the fucking
When younger.
every what?
When younger.
Like secondary school, when I was like
11,
12, 13,
Yeah.
And I was like cycling to school, and I agree with you. The bike seats are always fucking, they're uncomfortable as fuck. But I notice if I'm fucking, because I always pretend I was cool, one of the cool kids, always fucking stood up and pedaled,
And I get instantly tired.
Instantly tired, sweat
Instantly
fucking pouring into my eyes. My fucking helmet's fucking loose because all the fucking sweat. And then fucking as soon as you sit down, place your ass cheeks on that fucking bike seat. It's like, oh, this is
It's
actually
like
quite
you've got
comfortable.
planks of wood there.
Yeah, after a while, it's like it's comfortable for about a minute, and then it feels like your ass is swallowing it up.
I hate bikes. When I was younger as well, I used to like always be out on my bike, my red bike, cool kid, riding with like one arm, like sick. Eventually, got the skill.
I used to do no arms. I
No
used to
arms.
do no arms.
No
I was
arms.
I was a cool kid. I was amazing.
Like going about my estate because I was on an army estate, so I was like looking like cool as if like I was one of the cool kids, but I was not. I was riding by myself around an estate of people that no one cared. Like, what's going on, kids? I am a kid. That's not sus, because I am a kid in that situation, isn't it?
You still fucking are a kid.
Yeah, fair one.
But that's another thing I want to bring up. Fucking, you know how I was what? I had a fucking ex. Mentioning no names.
Had one.
I can 100% fucking
Sorry,
agree.
can I confirm she's alive?
Yeah.
Not had as in like.
No comment. No comment.
Alright, cool.
But yeah, she broke up with me. Fucking terrible. Oh my god. Oh, it's crying. Oh, it's yeah. But anyway, she broke up with me because she wanted someone more mature, which I could understand. When I was obviously over in Germany and that I was immature.
Was she English or German?
He's German.
Okay.
But you can agree with me. No matter who the bloke is, they've always got that childish side in them that will never go, never.
Nah.
Cannot get rid of it. I'm sorry. Give a guy a sticks and he'll go out and build a tent,
Bro, give
an
guy
A-frame.
give guy a stick that's shaped like a gun, and I'll be like
Boom.
warfare.
Warzone in real life.
It's like instantly around the corner, like fucking. What's that game? The one where they like
Us fucking Rainbow Six
Rainbow
Siege.
Siege. Yeah, they're like, and then somehow they're like
Lean.
back here somewhere, or like what do you even call that view?
Man, I don't even get the game.
In ass view.
Uh,
Elden Ring. I'm gonna
I'm not even
I'm
gonna
gonna
fuck.
do it.
You need to,
I'm
and
gonna
you need to stream it so I
pop
can
the
watch it.
stream cherry on Elden Ring.
So I might load up the old PS4 and stream a bit of Bloodborne.
Ooh, Bloodborne.
And if you're wondering, I'm eating cheesecake. I'm a fat bastard.
I was not wondering that. Thanks.
Well, I was.
You know what? I feel tired.
You feel tired?
Yeah.
Why?
Just this getting to work thing, innit? I actually feel exhausted. My legs feel like they want to explode. I've never felt
That's
this.
You'll get used to it after a while.
Yeah, Friday was alright. So
It was
yesterday.
like when I started at that fucking Nicholas and Harris bakery.
Yeah.
Well, a factory. Um, Obviously because I'm literally on my feet every minute of the day, other than my break. So I had a half an hour break and a 20-minute break.
Yeah.
So that was just about an hour break all day. So the rest of that I'm on my feet, and my feet when I got back, well, even during like in the afternoon, my feet I could feel them. They were hurting that bad.
I hate like just stuff that's got to do with like your
So I
body
didn't.
that you have to do on repetition. It's awful.
See, I didn't even like going on like obviously when I was in the army. I didn't was standing on parade for ages. Never felt that pain.
No, parade for me was fine.
Mm.
I never felt like I wanted to faint or
So there was one time when I was in phase two.
yeah.
I didn't faint or I didn't feel faint, but you
When
know,
did you do phase two?
well, we had I went to Borden first,
Where's Borden?
near Guildford,
Oh yeah,
um, and yeah, went Borden first, and then packed up Borden and then moved to Lynham.
yeah. Oh, Lynham. I did my I actually lived in Lynham.
Did you?
Yeah, when I was like I don't know 6, 7
No.
for about 2 years.
Yeah, and
The
yeah, we were
RAF base, innit?
yeah, but yeah, we were stood up. We had like a CO's parade, and I don't eat breakfast.
Nah,
I hate if I eat
nah.
breakfast, I'll throw up.
I'll die.
Yeah, and we were stood on parade. I was fucking, you know, when you do that fucking leaning back and forth
Yeah,
thing, and you like, you know, when you get like the cold sweats,
yeah.
cold fucking pins and needles. I just got that literally like there was no warning, just over,
Absolutely
and I was
started
fucking
feeling it.
there.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna faint, or I didn't feel faint or anything. I just felt sick and really weak. And someone saw it and said, mate, you're fucking white as a ghost. What's wrong with you? I was like,
Racist.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, oh, have you eaten breakfast? I don't eat breakfast. So why not? Because this is probably what I'll feel like, but 10 times worse if I eat breakfast.
All of it will be on the side road.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the only time I've come close to like creaming in. But is what it is.
PT, I never really enjoyed at all. Physical training for everyone that
You really
cares.
think I enjoyed it? I'm sat here eating a cheesecake. I definitely didn't enjoy PT.
This cycling thing that I've started doing now, well, being forced,
Well, I'm not
is
going forth, are
well, I'm not going to walk, am I? It's like an hour and a half to get there. This cycling thing is like the first physical thing I've done in about, I don't know, how long have I been out of the army now? Like 2 years, so probably 3 years. Because I didn't do shit in the army as well.
Mate, I used to find every fucking excuse to get out PT.
By the way, I was a tank soldier. This guy was,
Vehicle mechanic.
yeah,
I used to
Remy.
fix his tanks.
I didn't break anything because I was shipped.
You
Like
fuck,
I was
fucking
in a
did.
tank situation for about a year, and in that year I did a lot of things. But then I got shipped off to QMTX. That doesn't like speak
What?
about my ability as a
But
tank soldier.
why did you get moved over to QMTech?
I got a cold injury on one of the
What?
exercises,
What? Whereabouts?
hands and feet.
It's
Because
bad admin. That's
no,
bad admin. That is.
listen in,
List,
listen in,
listen, yeah.
cheesecake. So yeah, good one. Um, so I think it was one of the exercises out back. You know, at the back of Sunlager. Not like the far away ones, they're just in
Was
the
that
back.
like oh, I forgot what it was called. It was like a very small one.
Yeah, just like a
Yeah.
normal week exercise or something.
Yeah.
We were out on that, and it was like -14 or something, and snow and everything. And my captain decided that it was a good idea that I drive hatch open. So I was literally just getting wind tunneled, -14 plus wind chill. And then it got to a point where I just stopped. I
Yeah.
just stopped. I was like, well, I can't go anymore. I've got to go back. And then I
Yeah.
went, you know, Sib,
Sib.
the angry guy that was QM Tech. He always talked like that. Super aggro, but the nicest guy, but aggro.
I think so. Not sure.
Anyway, he was, I think he was C Squadron not SQ, fucking hell. One of the big boys in fucking C
Yeah.
Squadron. And I got to him in his warrior, and he was like, "Right, get him into the ambulance, whatever they were called."
The Bulldogs.
Yeah, get him into the bulldog. So I was in the bulldog, and he was, I shit you not, he got me a brew and started rubbing my hands and feet. Legit, he was like, "Mate,
To be
he was like,
to be fair,
going
mate,
for it."
like you can say all you want about some of like the sergeants or staffies or um SSMs,
Yeah,
but they if if they had to, they'd be like the nicest people
yeah.
easily. Like who was it? He was the it was RSM, like small guy
Oh,
RSM.
Fisher. Is that who it was?
Drove a Ford, no, Corsa.
Oh, yeah.
I've forgotten his name, but
Hard,
he,
hard fucking brummy looking
yeah,
boy,
I wouldn't fucking mess with him.
mate.
If I saw him walking across the parade square with his stick, I'd turn around and find some excuse to walk the other way.
The thing is, yeah, what you don't know is that he was my RQM tech for a year and a half before he was RQ,
Yeah, RSM.
RSM, yeah. So all I got shit for when he was RSM, I'd be walking along and all I hear is like broken, fuck off, and it just walks on. It's like
Cool. Same to you.
fuck
Same
me,
to
right?
you. But yeah, when he stopped being RSM and went to welfare, he was amazing. Different, like a completely different person.
Who was it that went after him?
That was
Guy.
Herring.
Guy Heppel.
Guy, yeah, Guy Heppel. He was scariest man alive as RSM,
I've got a story for him.
but he was amazing in welfare. Like, I remember when I got pulled into the CEO's office because I was on a 3-month warning order, and he was in it. He was fucking in my face, shouting,
Yeah.
fucking screaming at me. As soon as I got into the welfare, he was all cuddly.
But yeah, he's bipolar. Legit, he is
Yeah.
bipolar.
But it's fucking mad. I think it definitely depends on what your job role is. If you've got to be an RSM, you've got to be a hard nut.
Do you remember? I think it is Fisher. His name was Fisher or something. He was a really
Oh.
small guy, proper Brummie as well.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he was RQ. No, SSM for C Squadron at one point, or one of the squadrons. It might have been A Squadron or something. But we had like a block inspection,
Mm.
and I was still in bed because I was doing night shifts at QNTX.
Yeah.
And he, all I hear is boom, boom, boom. I didn't say anything because I was conked out because I
Yeah.
literally just got into bed. And then he comes in. He's like, he taps me with his stick, with his what are they called? Blackthorns. He got me with his blackthorn. And he
Those
was like,
pay sticks.
yeah. He tapped me and he was like, hey, you know it's a fucking block inspection. And I'm there like, yeah, I've just done night shift. And I thought I was about to get ripped, considering I had like sergeants and stuff behind him, and he was there like, all right, see you in a bit. And then like went out backwards, and I was like, what?
Mate, I think the best.
Thank fuck I
think
tidied up my room.
It was CO's. It was CO's fucking CO's block inspection.
Oh god.
And obviously he chose my block to do before leave.
Yeah.
And I was staying on camp anyway. It was summer leave. I was like, fuck this. I'm staying out here. I'm gonna do some exploring,
Yeah.
amongst other things. And
Smashing.
mangoes,
So not smashing. Just getting pissed.
capitals. It was a lot of getting. Yeah, it was a lot of drinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, he I at that time I had my snakes,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and if there's anyone watching that and they're thinking of joining the army, have a pet in your room. If you can, have a pet, but don't have a normal pet like a dog or a cat. I don't think you can have cats in the army,
I don't think you could have them in a block.
but get a snake. Because I had two snakes. My first one died, and then I got two others.
Unrelated.
People wouldn't even step in my room because I had them in there.
See, that's
Or the people that would go in my room that loved snakes, they'd be like, "Oh my god!" Wouldn't even look at my room. They'd just be looking at the snake.
that's one of the things. Like when you have an inspection or a block, whatever inspection,
Have
you
something in
need
your
to
room
have
that'll
something that's
take
gonna
their.
just insta draw. Like
Yeah.
what I had was like a hench TV. I shit you
Yeah.
not, it was massive, and they all come in like, "Does your eyes not hurt?" And I'm there like, "Nah, it's quite fine," because my bed was like right next to it. I was like, "No, they're fine." They're like, "Nah, I wouldn't have that." And they're like, "Would it?" Nah. And then they turn around and just walk out. I'm like, oh, thank fuck.
And they're like,
And we still
what?
fail, but
Oh yeah, but
Re-show.
it was re-show 7 o'clock. But it was other things like, especially for me, because I hated it because I like never went home. They used to, what's your plans for summer leave, Mr. Fawcett? I was like, no, not much. I'm staying here. I'm not going home. So why not? I was like,
aggressive. Why
I
the
don't.
fuck not?
Why the fuck not? Why ain't you
Oh,
going home?
You got no fucking family. You
Well,
don't like your
that's
family?
another thing that fucking annoys me. When actual like proper leave came up, if you didn't go home, they'd have a go at you. If you booked leave outside of that leave, they'll be like, nah, why?
Nah.
You ain't got no family to
Who
go
are
back
you?
to. Who? You want to go out? Nah,
Get good,
denied.
son.
Get good, scrub. But it's yeah, and they're also like they always like turn around. And say, oh, why? No, it's like, well, because I don't need to go home. Having a phone call with my mum and dad is enough.
Mm.
And loads of people fucking annoyed. They got annoyed because I didn't go home. Like,
Scrubs.
it's so annoying that you don't go home. It's like, why? It's not your life.
So my one is that I joined QRH specifically so that I could be where my parents were because they were in Singan at the time.
Hmm.
Then, as soon as I got out here, a month later they moved. Classic.
Mate, that's something my mum and dad always used to fucking threaten me with. So, oh yeah, we're gonna move and not tell you. So when you turn up, we're not gonna be there. I was like, oh, cheers.
Cool. Cool. Don't tell me then. Safe. So
Bread.
then, I've forgotten my train of thought. That oh yeah, so they moved away.
Hmm.
Then when I think it was like maybe a half a year or something, they moved to America. So I was like, cool. Guess I'm not going anywhere anymore. But I was like, great. I'm just going to be stuck in the blocks. Like, where else would I go?
Hmm.
So for most of the times, I was just in the block, loving. Well, I was loving life because I was doing like World of
Oh yeah.
Warcraft. I was doing streaming back then, OG version, and like good stuff, gaming. You know, eating
Yeah.
shit from the naffy
Oh mate.
and
Get
spending all of your money because it's super expensive.
what was that? Avantes.
Vanties,
Avantes.
what's that?
Fucking the takeaway
Oh,
outside Normandy Barracks. Avantes.
is that one? What's the one that was on the corner? Outside the camp, next to that shit bakery.
Or Merton.
Yeah, Mertens, and then there's one down the road, the one that everyone orders from. I can't remember what it's called. It's
Yeah,
like
that was Merton's.
no, Mertens is the bakery.
Yeah, Merton's was amazing.
Oh
By
yeah,
the way.
sad story. Just to jump into that. Are you ready for this? Get
What?
mentally prepared.
Alright.
It's shut down. It is no longer there. Gone.
Because you know why? Because we're not there.
Exactly. It's the Gyros place. Nico's.
Gira.
Nico's.
Nico's.
Nico's. That's the one. That's also
Fucking
shut
hate.
down.
Because we're not there.
Senlag is fucked.
That is literally like they may have hated us, but we brought the money in.
Well, yeah.
100%.
We
I know
left.
I definitely brought the money in.
We left. The money left.
Mm.
Sad times.
Because I know Mangoes. I know they were saving up all the they played it right. All the money they made from us being out there, they saved up and then they refurbished into Franz Ferdinand Club.
Sounds shit.
I mean, it looks kind of shit,
I'm not.
but
I'm not a club guy anymore.
well, neither am I. But I near the end of Germany, I just started doing loads of lifts. I was always a lift. I would go out.
You just started lifting.
Yeah, I was fucking. You see
Fuck.
these massive water pistols I've got. Yeah, but yeah, I used to do loads of taxiing.
Yeah.
I'll rephrase it. Yeah, I used to go out, drop people off at like Capitals or fucking
Yeah.
Triangles, Mangas, and then some of the time I was like, well, fuck it, I'll stay out. Like it's nearly fucking closing time. I'll stay out for a bit, and that people that I didn't even know
Yeah.
from other regiments, from other camps, would come up to me and say, "Oh, are you Fawcett?" I was like, "Yeah." "Oh, are you the one that does lifts?" I was like, "Yeah, if you pay me." So, "Oh yeah, we'll pay you." So my name got passed around more than a joint at a fucking hippie's bar mitzvah. Don't know why that. Those I don't know. Don't even ask me why those two words
Right.
came in.
Let's just dissect. Let's just
Move
dissect
along.
that. Hippie.
M- No,
Bar
no,
mitzvah.
no, no. We shall
Joint.
move along. No, we shall move along.
Great.
Right?
Grape.
Grip.
So, what's the next thing? Let's have a look. Something a bit edgy. What can we talk
Edge,
about that's edgy?
edgy.
Oh,
Oh.
Ukraine.
If you want to, but
I'm out.
If people are watching right now, they're not gonna like my opinions.
Okay, we'll skip past that one. You know what? What I've
Well,
been
no,
having recently.
the way no, I'm sorry, but this podcast is if we're live streaming it and people come in, this is a place, no
Unfiltered.
unfiltered, like off the
Raw.
record,
Raw.
all the truth, everything. Like everyone's got their own opinion. People need to stop getting stop choosing to be offended by that opinion. So
I've heard like
my
a lot of podcasts, yeah, that there's people now being offended for other
uh,
types of races.
quick public service announcement: any kids that are watching, don't smoke. It's bad for you.
Yeah, what he said. Yeah, I've been hearing like people are getting offended, like white people getting offended by people being racist, not racist, but like
That's
saying stuff of other races.
yeah.
I don't
They're getting
understand. Like,
they're getting offended on their behalf. They've seen like you got like a Joe Blogs. That's like he's a coloured guy. Someone said something racist to him or about him, and then you've got fucking Karen, who's whiter than a ghost, saying,
you're done.
"Oh, you can't say that. Oh my god, that's offensive." And it's like, shut up. He's obviously not taking offense by it. Why do you're not coloured? Why
It's,
you
it's straight away.
why?
It's just like you're done. You're
You're
done.
Dan.
No, you can't do that.
And it's like mate, the world in my opinion, the world's gone to shit, and I want Elon Musk to hurry up and build me a personal rocket to go to Mars.
Yeah, I'm gonna be waiting a long time for that.
Well, I don't care.
Fair enough.
I'm calling Elon out. Box him. Well,
You know
I'm
what I've
not
been
gonna
seeing
start
a
that.
lot of?
What?
Thoughtsism.
Thoughtism?
Yeah.
Thought as in THOT.
Yeah. Thought.
What kind of websites have you been on?
TikTok.
Yeah, well. Yeah. That's
And
what
like,
TikTok is.
you know these like proper, what are they called, e-boys,
Oh.
where they're like just
Well,
like
Ed
just like
was.
in the corner, and then they're like, I've been through it all, my guy. It's like, bro, what have you been through? I've seen stronger wet paper bags than you, big lad. I've had shit bigger than you.
For me, that's a fact.
Fact.
I eat a lot of spicy food. So, but yeah, like me personally, you can disagree with me if you want. But me personally, especially over in the UK, we we are meant to be. We insult people on a daily. We insult people as a greeting. You're right, cunt.
All right, Bellend, what's going on?
Yeah, it's literally we insult people as a greeting. We are meant to be the most unsnowflake fucking society there is, or country there is. But even the UK is turning into a fucking snowflake fucking country.
Yeah.
So I think they need to bring back. They should bring back national service in my eyes.
But conscripted for 1 year.
So I'd say 4 years.
I'd say 1 year, but as in like 1 year after you've done your training.
Yeah.
So you're
So
training
yeah,
plus 1 year.
yeah, and we'll say that year's for the Queen.
Yeah.
That year isn't for you; it's for the Queen and country.
Or two.
To
Make it two
fucking
then.
yeah,
And
2
include all
years.
of it together, yeah.
Yeah, well, you got to think though. If people, I'd say if you put in conscription in, I'll probably start at 16, so straight out of school. Boom,
Yeah.
straight. Unless you've got a job lined up, or you're going into college, or you're going into university.
Unless you're a smart boy.
Yeah, as
Slash
we are
rich.
evidently are not.
No. No. Definitely not.
But yeah, that's what I think should happen because I've been when I was in phase two. I was back on home on leave.
Yeah.
I was walking to the shop. No, I was walking back from the shop actually because I was picking dinner up, fish and chip shop. Yet again, mentioning food, fat bastard.
Shout out.
I was walking like my fuck you. But my mum and dad's house is like opposite Hinkler Green, which is like a massive fucking park. That, and they've got these dusty utes sitting on a fucking park bench as I'm walking by.
Sorry,
I'm fucking
what is a dusty ute?
dusty ute, slang term of children.
What's the dusty bit about?
They're dusty,
Why?
dirty.
Dirty.
Rapscallions. There you go. Is that a
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
more
yeah, yeah, yeah.
posher term for you? Yeah.
Thank you. Raps. Hello.
Yeah. But yeah, I was walking by. I was having a smoke on the way back, and one of them turned around and said, "Oh mate, you got a lighter?" I looked around. They looked about 14. I was like, "No mate, I don't smoke." Me being sarcastic.
Yeah.
So, "Oh, you mugging me off?" I was like, "No, I don't smoke, mate." Carried on. I was like, "Oh mate, I've got to get my brother and you in it, fam." And it's like, 1 minute, talk to me in proper English, and then I might actually reply to you in
Fuck
a
off. Did
more
you say
polite
talk to
manner.
me in proper English? You speak in England.
Hey!
Have you seen me speak in England?
Well, no,
Fucking hell.
you can't read English, you dyslexic cunt.
I'm Romanian.
Exactly.
Chat shit as much as you want. I don't have to speak English. I just pretend to be Romanian. You wouldn't know the difference. And you'd be like,
Bread.
Jippo. That's what you'd be like. Straight away. Jippo. I'm like,
You're pikey.
cool.
Cool. But yeah, there's like the kids these days. They don't have they don't have discipline. Hey, I'm not kidding. I'm a young adult.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Fuck me. I'm 27, so it's not like that much of a fucking
Yeah,
difference.
old bastard.
Basically dead.
But they don't have they haven't got any respect. They don't have any discipline. Like I'd say if I did join the army, I would have fell into the wrong with hanging around with the wrong people, and I would have gone to prison, 100%.
I tell you what, the
So
army did fucking help with confidence.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I could walk down the street and just fucking go hiya down the street, and I wouldn't care.
Can I get a fucking?
Can I get a hiya, daddy?
At one point,
Sus.
I didn't even realize. I think I did it subconsciously or yeah. And I was walking down, and suddenly I saw something. I was like, just unwittingly, because it was just in my head from TikTok. But I thought
Yeah.
afterwards, like, did I just really do that in real life? Yes, I did.
But then it does teach you it teaches you to, I'd say, come out of your shell.
Yeah.
Because you need to. If you don't come out of your shell in the army, you're pretty much well. You can do all right, but you need to come out of your shell to be able to work as a team.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
if you especially if you're I don't know in the infantry, if you have that silent fucker in your squad, and who doesn't talk to anyone,
Grey man.
yeah. If you have the grey man in your troop squad, whatever, who doesn't talk, doesn't like socializing, then he's not really good in that troop.
No. Waste. And a weak link. That is the main thing. Is a
Yeah.
weak link.
Yeah, and you wouldn't feel comfortable like putting your life in his hands.
No. Let's call him Jeff.
Jeff, yeah, Jeff.
Jeff the Grey Man.
Yeah.
Can we get some fan art for Jeff the Grey Man? Also, podcast listeners, we've made an Instagram account, and if you want to leave us like some fucking voice notes or anything like that, and we'll read them out at whatever episode. Just some random funny stuff. Maybe like you've had a bad day, but it's hilarious. Let me know, and I'll read
Any
out
any little stories.
anything. Just to make me laugh.
It
That's what it is.
it could be about a massive shit you took. I really don't care.
No, don't fucking send me that.
Please do.
Don't do that.
I want to hear about you dropping
I'll
kids off
bang
at the
you
floor.
out, and I'll bang him out from Germany.
Right.
Internet
Oh.
hangout. Who dies in that situation? We both live to fight another day.
Yeah. But it's the world, the fucking the UK itself is falling apart. I'd say society itself is falling apart. You can't say it. You can't have your own opinion.
What's been like the main thing that's gone out of stock in your area?
Toilet paper.
Even now?
No. Well, I think it's back to normal. Obviously, when COVID hit,
Yeah.
I was still in the army.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was
2020?
still. Yeah. I was on the cups of leaving,
All right.
but I was still in. But yeah, COVID hit March 2020. That was when it like fully fucking lockdown
Yeah.
came in. People were panic buying toilet paper. But the good